Today we are going to make sandwich loaf. To prepare this sandwich loaf, I am using tangzong. To prepare tangzong, mix 5 parts of water to 1 part of flour and cook it on medium flame till it forms a thick paste. For this recipe, I am using 35 grams of flour and 175 grams of water. Adding wateroo or tangzong to our bread dough helps our bread to remain moist and soft in spite of adding wholemeal flour. Now with this recipe, you can go in for 100% wholemeal loaf, which will be as soft as a white loaf. Once it forms a thick paste, transfer to a bowl and surface wrap it. That is, cover the tangzong with cling film touching the surface. After the tangzong has cooled for 1 or 2 hours, measure all the ingredients to a stand mixer bowl. Today, I'll be kneading the dough in a stand mixer. Kneading this dough by hand is quite challenging. I would definitely recommend kneading the dough in a stand mixer. So just like any other recipe, first measure the amount of flour that's mentioned in the recipe. Here we are using a mixture of wholemeal flour and plain flour. Add 200 grams of plain flour, then add 3/4 of the wholemeal flour, then your salt and your sugar, then stir, then add your instant yeast. Then add your eggs and your lukewarm milk and your tangzong, which is at room temperature. Remember, we are not adding the butter that's mentioned in the recipe initially. We will add it later on. Make sure that the butter is soft and is at room temperature. After adding all these ingredients, mix on low speed. After 3 to 4 minutes of kneading, if you feel the dough is very sticky, add half of the wholemeal flour which we have kept as reserve. After kneading the dough on low speed for 3 to 4 minutes, you can knead the dough on medium speed. And if the dough is sticking to the sides of the bowl, make sure you scrape the bowl often while kneading. Here I have added 200 grams of white bread flour and 190 grams of wholemeal bread flour. And since the dough is not sticking to the sides of the bowl, there is no need to add more flour for me. But at this stage, if the dough is sticky, then you can add little bit of wholemeal flour. Once the dough has formed a rough ball, add little bit of softened butter and knead on medium speed till it is incorporated. Once the butter is incorporated, add the rest of the butter little by little and continue to knead on medium speed till it is incorporated well. After adding all of the butter and the butter is mixed well with the dough, knead on high speed till it clears window pane test. Once the dough is smooth and it clears the window pane test, transfer to the work surface and knead for 1 minute. Here you can see how beautifully the dough is stretching. Here for this recipe, I have used organic white bread flour and organic stone ground wholemeal bread flour. Now, just like any other dough, tighten the dough and place the dough in a clean bowl for its first proofing.